Sunday, July 28th, I think, 2026. It is 60,771 miles. Changing the automatic transmission fluid. Okay, so this thing's cold and it's, more or less on level ground. So I am going to check the fluid. I know you're supposed to check it when it's hot, all that jazz, I get it. But I'm just gonna do a real quick look right now. So interestingly enough, it doesn't look burnt, and it almost looks like it's maybe a little bit over. It's kind of hard to tell. So right at the fill line. So I don't know the last time this thing. I don't know. The last time this was changed, I doubt it ever was. I'm only changing it now because the car is so old. So, and I do feel like it could do a better job shifting at times. So I'm just gonna do it as part of the maintenance, because sometimes with fluids it's based on mileage but also time. So one of the things I do is I have a special drain pan specifically for these kinds of, specific for transmission fluid. It's not expensive to get one of these, and I put it in a trash bag. But what I'm doing here is I'm saying, I know I'm going to need to put this up on jack stands, because this will not fit under it. What I also have is this measuring cup, because I'm going to measure exactly how much transmission fluid is in there. Okay, so I have a Homer box from Home Depot I bought like 20 years ago with just my transmission stuff in it. So I have this new transmission fluid only. I have a specific measuring cup. I've noted poison on the side of it. So I have all of this in here, and I believe I also special ordered crush washers, and I'll get those in 2 seconds. I think crush washers are cheap. When it comes to things like the transmission fluid, I always just get the Honda one. It's worth the 50 cents. I buy several, so I always have them, blah, blah, blah. Yep, and here are the crush washers. Honda Trans Plug. I bought them specifically, and I had them marked. So I'm going to put these in the transmission box. Kaboom. Now, one thing I did notice is with the fit, because it's so low to the ground, it's going to probably be an issue getting my drain bucket under there. So I may have to go get a smaller one, or one that's a little bit more low profile. So that's okay, because I need to heat up the engine anyway. Okay, so I just started up the car, and I'm gonna get this thing running hot. So I'm gonna go through the gears just to get everything mixed up. I don't know if this helps or anything, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out on the street. Hold on. Okay, so I have been driving for about 6 miles. So I'm gonna put it in stop. I'm gonna put it in the S, which I don't know if you can see it there. There's the S in green. I'm gonna stop. Put it in drive. I'll put it in 3. I don't know if you can see it. down to 1 again. 2. Trying to get this whole thing working out the fluids a little bit. That may or not have been helpful, but there you go. So it's been about 7 miles. By the time I get back to my house, it should be plenty warm to do the first flush. One of the things I always like to do is I like to put down the window and put the keys up on the dash when I'm working on the car. So I have no problems. I never lose the keys, and they're easy to get to. So I brought the car in, and notice I've got the car backed all the way out, so the exhaust is out here. So here is, I got it stuck out. So the procedure is make sure it's super hot, the engine's hot, which it is, turn it off, wait 60 seconds and check the oil. So this thing is plenty hot now. I'm gonna go and do that. So it looks like it's exactly midway. I don't know if it's obvious on the camera, but when I look at it with the naked eye, it seems like it's halfway on the second diamond. So there you go. And I found a 7-quart drain pan that fits perfectly, which is awesome. There you go. So one thing I don't like about this car is I consider this to be a fairly low profile jack. Had this thing for 20 years. You cannot get this thing, the proper place to, the lift point on the front is so far back, I can't get this thing to lift it up. So I had to put it up on ramps and chuck them in the back. That's the best I could do. So looks like I'm gonna have to change the fluid more than I thought, because this is not the best angle. So there you go. So to give you perspective, here's the front of the car. Here is the transmission plug, and this, I can't get any good photos on it, but I think that's supposed to be the jack point for the front. So if anybody knows, let me know. This thing right here, it's almost like a ball. Like you can put your jack stand and like roll with it. If somebody could let me know, that'd be awesome. So here it is, and I am going to undo it. Use a breaker bar on this one, folks. Okay, so I torqued this thing to 36 pound-feet of torque after it drained completely. One thing, I wouldn't put this thing directly under. Your mind's going to want you to put it directly under it. The fluid actually squirts out. So when you get ready to loosen it, have one hand ready to adjust the pan. You want it, my pan, it might be hard to see here, but you want it to be over out here a little bit, because the fluid's going to shoot out, and be ready with your hand to catch it, because you got to measure it after. So I lost a little bit of fluid, not much, because I knew it was going to happen, but have your pan out this way because of the shooting stuff, the shooting fluid. So I cleaned off the plug and put a new crush washer. The crush washer fit like a charm, and this is, so I did it the first time, then kind of cleaned it the second time, so there's definitely some grime, so this definitely needed to be changed. So so there you go. So I have my measuring cup. First of all, this stuff is dark, it needed to be changed. This stuff is really thin, so pour it into your measuring cup very carefully. So I'm at 1,000 milliliters more or less. So I lost a little bit when I first started to drain out of the transmission, and a little bit here, but not too much. So that's first 1,000, and I've already drained this bucket once, or completely of oil, so it's fine. Let's do it again. Second one, we are at about 1,000 milliliters. There you go. So it's the yellow dipstick there. And I have this funnel I keep in that Homer box, Nutrans fluid only. So I always make sure this is clean. So this nice little funnel will not get in there. So I have this flexi thing for Nutrans fluid only. I'm going to put that down there first. So there you go. So this flexi, then this. That works like a charm. So this has 946 milliliters in it. So I rounded up to 2,500 milliliters. Okay. And because I lost some spillage here and there. And then, so if you do that, so 648 milliliters I need to fill up. So I'm going to clean my little measuring cup and do that, and let's see what we get. So on this side, it's actually easier to do the measurement. So it's 658 milliliters is what I need. A little bit more. Yeah, so that's about 650. Making this out to be more difficult than what it needs to be. So 650, 675. So that should be okay for right now. We'll check it. One other thing I'm doing is checking to make sure there was no fluid drip down below, and there's not, because that would obviously factor in. So it looks like I got everything I need. So we're going to get it hot and measure it. It is Saturday, June 27th, 2026, and I am doing my transmission fluid. Let's take a look. It has, I don't know if that's easy for you to see, 60,669 miles.